I think it has to be something that they learn at home by example. They need to have role models, masculine role models, um, that can show them the way, that can show them why it's important and that it is possible and that it is normal and that it is natural. I think conversation is very important. And so I keep that conversation almost as a mantra. Every time I can bring it up, I bring it up. And that eventually starts raising questions in his mind. And then the conversation is on the table permanently or often. And we can go deeper into why it is so important and how equality and respect benefits us all. Hopefully, in the future, we would have this in schools. That's my hope, that we also introduce it in the educational system. I think we have to educate ourselves as adults and learn to read those messages that are constantly around us in order to reshape that language, in order for our children to learn differently, for girls to know that they are entitled to equality, and for boys to know that there's space for everyone at the table. And so it's a matter of education. I think it's a topic of education. It has to do with language. It has to do with images. It has to do with messages. And in the end, it has to do, as adults, with accountability. And as far as my experience with Spotlight, I think bringing the topic to the table and to very important forums, to bring the topic to the people who can actually make policies come into action is crucial to begin with. But on the other hand, the most important work, I think, has to do with going to communities, focusing on specific groups. Spotlight funds the people and the organizations who are making the groundwork with communities. And that is crucial because that is the bottom line. That's where we need to get to. Because there's the people who can say, okay, let's put this policy into the works, or let's make this happen. But the actual people who bring it down to the community, who take it to the women, who can then later on also have an impact on men, are the basis for this change. And Spotlight pushes that change by funding the people who go to those communities and begin or set up the work.